Good morning. I happen to be at the wear limit, the end of the warranty period for my tires on the car, so I thought I'd do a short video to show how they're holding up at this point. So currently I'm running Road Hugger tires, the Road Hugger GTP all season. So kind of a no name, or so people would think. So before I get too far into it, let me just say that I'm not affiliated with any shop or tire company or anything like that. Just basically getting personal experiences with tires. So before this, I was running a set of Coopers that I got from Pep Boys that were 75,000 mile tires, and ran them pretty much the end of the warranty period, and just happened to run over a few bricks on the road and cracked a couple wheels, and so I had to replace tires at that time. Still could have got a little bit more use out of them, but the bricks put an end to that. Now before that, I had been running some General Exclaims. Most people have heard of General before. They were doing well for me. Got those from Walmart. And then before that, I was running some Douglas Performance GTs. So Douglas and Road Hugger, most people would not have really heard of before, but these are house brands. So just because you go to a tire shop and they say, well, I've got some Road Huggers, don't just think that they're no-name tires. Douglas happens to be made by Goodyear, which everybody's heard of, and they were 40,000 mile tires, and I was consistently able to get about 60 to say 75,000 miles out of them. And then these Road Huggers, these are 55,000 mile tires, and I'm at 55K now, so we'll see how they're holding up. All right, so I've got a couple of receipts here. Wind's kind of blowing. We'll do the best we can with it. Okay, so the mileage up here in the corner, you can see is 602,674. We'll check the mileage on the car in a second. Breakdown of all the tires. This one happened to have my wheels on there too. So out the door ended up being just under $950, so a little under $1,000. The tires they gave me for $90 a piece, and also the wheels. Actually, the wheels are Vision brand. They had them in stock. They're black painted. Actually, really liking those. Okay, so there's a receipt for that. So like I said, 602,674. Now here I have a receipt, and that was in January of this year, January 18th, 2020. Over here I have a receipt for where I had to get one of them replaced. I'll talk about that more in a second, but this was on March 10th, warrantied out under the tire certificate, paid $17.50 and got the tire replaced. Okay, so 602,674. Check this out. $657,676, so 55,000 miles, and well, 55,002 miles. So this is as close as I could get to the end of my warranty period. All right, so let's check them out. Now one of these is not like the other. Okay, this one I was doing tire rotation, which discount will do for free, but I was doing my own just because had a few minutes at home, was going to take care of it. And this tire had a gouge on the inside of the tread here, and I noticed once I was rotating tires, so took it down there. That's where that replacement came from. So this one is not like the others. So this one actually has 20,000 less than the other tire, so this would have 35,000 on it right now. So it's holding up pretty well. There's a little penny trick. People say if you see Lincoln's head of the pin on the penny, then it's time to replace your tires. So then it's holding up fairly well. Let me go over here. The other three all have the 55,002 miles on them. And then something else I'll show you, just some basic tire stuff, is up here you have tread wear number, traction, which is a letter grade next to that, and then temperature. So tread wear, the higher the number, the longer you can expect the tires to last. I generally look for anything about 540 or 560 and up. 600 I'm plenty happy with. Traction has to do with only how well the tires stop on a wet surface. It has nothing to do with taking off, how well they're going to grip around corners, anything like that. It's only how well they'll do on wet roads, so how well they shed the water. The top grade for traction is AA, and then it goes A, B, and C. So AA is the best, and then on down to C. So these are traction A, and then temperature, how well they dissipate heat. If tires are hot, they're gonna wear quicker, things like that. So these tires are ready to dissipate heat better than, you know, the top rating that they have. Okay, so these tires have the 55,000 miles on them. Okay. I've been rotating them every 20,000 miles so far. So this one started on the front of the car, got cycled to the back for another 20,000. So when it had 40,000 on it, it got cycled back to the front. And here it is with 55,000 on it right now. So this one is getting pretty well worn down. You can barely see Lincoln's head covered by the tread. So this one's getting pretty wore down. Something else I'll show you is the tires are gonna have these little triangles. These are gonna point to where the wear markers are in between the layers of tread. So there's a little rib right here, and those are gonna show when they should be replaced. So this tire is getting pretty wore down. It did last the 55,000 miles. The plan is I'm going to run it another 5,000 miles up here in the front and cycle it to the back, and then it should get less wear in the back. Tires in the back don't have to deal with all the lateral forces from cornering. Also, you don't have the weight of the engine or transmission back there, so all that's gonna help the tires last longer. So back tires, so these were on the front for the correction, these were on the back for the first 20,000, got cycled to the front, and now they're in the back again. So I'm getting ready to put these back in the front. And these are actually holding up all right. So you can see I've got a good amount of tread left on this one. So that front right one's the one that's the lowest tread right now. I'll go show the left rear as well. Okay, so yeah, pretty good tread on here as well. Like I said, there's the Road Hugger, and then I'm running 215/50 R17. This is what the 03 Accord had on it. We've got the EX-V6, and so it ends up getting 17-inch wheels instead of 16s. So when you go to the tire store, they're going to have, of course, several brands of tires to choose from, several brands that they carry, and name brand's going to cost more, but there's these house brands. So, if you've never heard of Douglas or never heard of Road Hugger, ask them who makes them. When I was at Walmart, I hadn't heard of Douglas before, and they said, oh yeah, it's made by Goodyear. So Goodyear's a well-respected brand, and I felt comfortable with it. Same thing with these. If you look up online, these are made by Nitto, either Kumho or Nitto. The description online says that Road Hugger is a house brand for Asian tires, also made by the same company as Kumho or Nitto. So, Nitto is a real well-respected brand as well, long-lasting quality tire. So I felt comfortable purchasing these. They had them in stock, which made it even better. But as you can see, they lasted at least as long as they were warranted for, which is a good thing. And one more tire rotation, a few thousand miles. I'm anticipating hopefully getting about, say, 75,000 out of them or so. I'll keep an eye on that one that's on the right front right now. But once I put the rears on the front, then I should be able to run them for a good bit longer and put the bad one on the back there. So anyhow, just don't discount, no pun intended, but don't discount the fact that you may not have heard from these brands before, because it may be some bigger name company has an agreement with a company, with a store, to give them their tires under a different name at a discount. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day and a great weekend.